Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to give you guys a quick update on the van build, where I'm at this moment. Let's get this thing opened up. All right. So I finished my little water tank box here. Got a switch here for the pump. That turns it on. Got water. Got my 8 gallons right there. Changed out the hose, put a stainless steel 5-foot hose. Turn the pump back off. And that's that. Put this thing back in here. As you can see, there's my 8-gallon water tank. Need to figure out a way to kind of secure it down a little better. It's in there tight. I just want to put some sort of a strap across or something like that so it just really doesn't move or anything. I'm powering it with a 3S 11.1 volt 3200 mAh 20C pack that I had laying around for my drones. XT60 connector, soldered all that junk up. Alright, so I got my meter hooked up to the motor right here. I'm going to measure how many amps this thing's going to draw when I turn the hose on. You'll see it jump up to about 2 or 3 amps, then it levels off at about 1/4 of an amp. That went up to 4 just for a second, and running with water, looks like we're drawing about 0.234 amps. So just a little under 1/4 of an amp, or 227 milliamps running. You get a little spike when you turn the water off there. Ooh, almost hit 6 amps right there when we first turned it on. And go a little slower. 6.5 amps. So this is the motor that I replaced in it. They say that it's rated at 12 volts DC, 8 amps max. But once this sucker's running, man, it just sips your power. And you use your water. When you turn it off, it's off. Which means this battery will be able to put out 3.2 amps for 1 hour before it needs to be recharged. Now, I do get little spikes when I turn the water on, so I don't think it would last exactly an hour, but you know, if you're turning this thing on and you're leaving it on and it's only sipping 1/4 of an amp, this thing will definitely run for an hour, probably longer than that. You're gonna run out of water before you need to charge the battery for sure. So this is just a little, battery that I had laying around, so it'll work for now. Later on, if I want to get with a little bigger battery, I'll get a bigger battery, but this one will be sufficient for the usage that I'm using it for, and that's it. These are the legs for the bed that I made. Well, the way this is going to work is basically I'm going to try to do this one-handed if I can, but this opens up like that, and these legs basically just slide right in like that. So now it's a nice solid flat surface there, and that's where I'm at. I got 3 layers of Durapoxy Kelly Moore variety. Hopefully this stays nice and stout. I need to figure out something up here. So looking in at the side here, the deal with this thing is it's it's about just a little over 3 feet long. I need to get 6 feet out of this area for the bed. So that means I need to extend out here. Width is going to be about just under 30 inches wide, which is good. So I kind of like having this dog cage down here mounted on the floor. It's nice and low, real easy for the dogs to get in and out. But I need to come up with some sort of a design to add more surface area over here, so which means I'm probably gonna have to build another box. And I don't know if I'm gonna build it here or right here and make another flip top lid, but I gotta figure something out. So I'm gonna be working on that, doing some more brainstorming. So I just took a few more measurements, and what I did was that's the dog cage right there. I was able to move it forward a little bit, which opened up a nice 2 to 4 inch gap right here, which is good. And I can still close the door and it doesn't get in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build out another cabinet right here that runs the 30-inch wide. I'm going to bolt it down to the frame, and I'm going to use a thing called a shelf hinge, which you can buy from specialty hardware stores. And I'm going to put a piece of plywood, 1/2-inch plywood here, and I'm going to put it on that hinge. I'm going to be able to lift it up and it'll lock in place. And I'm going to have to see if I'm going to need 1 or 2 of those hinges. I might need to get 2 of them, but with both of those hinges in place, cage will be nice and safe. It'll be up in between the cabinet and the seats here, and when I remove the cage or fold it down or whatever I do, I'll be able to open this up and have a nice big bed right here. So cool. That's going to be the plan. Let's see how it goes, and time to start cutting some wood. I changed up a little bit. I took that rubber gasket out of the threshold here, and I actually used a piece of the plank, the vinyl plank, and I used that on the molding here. It seems to be okay. Alright, that's it, dudes. I'm out of here. I'm going to be sitting over here brainstorming, trying to think of how I'm going to finish this joker up. Talk to y'all later.